Good evening, everyone. We are 20 Sides to Every Story. I am Corey, and we are running through Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, and a very exciting part, to be honest. So we're going to roll right into it. For those of you who are new to the stream, I highly encourage you to check out our Discord channel. Our Discord is 20 Sides to Every Story is not just a streaming channel; it's also actually more of a community, I'd say. And we get involved in lots of things, not only TTRPGs, but also console gaming and PC gaming, as well as art and all sorts of things. The Discord channel is the best place for you to tap into that. And we are active most times a day. So check it out. We are running Shadow of the Dragon Queen, like I said. The party, the individuals in the party, they are a little bit at a hairy situation. They, after helping out the city of Kalman, they have come back to discover that seemingly the Knights of Solemnia have come to talk to the city leaders as they attempted to also get into the castle inside Kalman. They discovered that the Knights of Solemnia might be not quite what they seem. And they learned, in fact, that two of the knights guarding the door were actually undead. When they finally got to the city council chambers, they saw the entire city council, minus one individual who was not present, dead, slaughtered by a man. I will recount some box text here. In the room, they saw several guards wearing the colors of the Kalman soldiers, just dead in a pile on one side. They managed to take out some of the Solemnic imposters, maybe. Well, that will take a little bit of time to unravel. So there's also some individuals who seem to have gaunt skeletal features lying in the same pile. Each of the council members are dead in their chairs, including the governor of Kalman, who has a sword straight through his chest into the back of his chair. And as they walked in, a man they had never seen before, a man in Solemnic armor, was sitting with his feet up on the table. And so, let me bring this up real quick. Individual, I'm going to start with slightly more box text, and then we will introduce the characters. As you enter the room, he notices you and says, you hear him clear his throat, and he stands up and he says, "Our heroes are finally here. Hail, friends, and fear not. Our heroes." His audience seems to be the individuals who lie dead around him, and not quite to you. And he says, he turns to you, though, and says, "I, Knight Caradoc, I bring word that the Knights of Solemnia are at this very moment en route with all manners of pomp and mustache wax and whatever else they bother with these days." He gestures at his audience, the corpses around the room, and says, "I certainly hope you managed to contain yourselves better than these lot did." He's still doing his little golf clap. And he says, "Tell me, Did you manage to save that part of the militia that ran out? It seemed like a very impetuous thing that they did, running out under poor leadership. What are you guys doing? He's parlaying.
I'll step forward just a little bit and say, I'm not sure that that's any of your concern. I'm sorry, who are you?
My apologies. I am Knight Caradoc of the Knights of Solemnia.
Right, I understand
You
that.
are no
but
knight.
So, Kato, when you say that, I'm not sure I could describe this in a way that gives it justice. His face is calm and collected, but there is, and it's not just a brief second. There is, let's say, 3 seconds in which suddenly his face changes, and you see every muscle in his face tense up, and the face look like it is in agony. Maybe like that painting The Scream, like that sort of like suddenly like you recognize agony on the face, and then it completely goes back to a calm composure after that brief interlude. And he says, well, I believe I have more of a claim to the title than you do.
And let's not get into who has the better claim and all. I'm sorry, we're standing in a room of dead bodies. So a little explanation here would be welcome. I don't know how much I can hold everyone back.
I don't know what like. Why are they dead?
Why are they dead? Yes, why are they dead? That's a good place to start. Why are they dead? Why are you here?
See, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm not actually a Knight of Solemnia. I know I look it, but it's quite easy to walk in anywhere you need to walk if you're wearing this.
Did you do this?
I mean, we did it.
And who is we?
You know, my lord, myself, and my team.
Cass is looking back out in the hallway the way they came, just to make sure there's no one trying to.
It is empty.
Okay.
Like it is, yeah.
Definitely, they're going to keep an eye out just to make sure we are, in fact, alone with Caradoc.
Hmm? Same facial tick happens. The same weird one. And it happens long enough that like it's not secret to anyone. It's just this weird like 2-3 second bout of where the face seems like it's chewing on itself or something. It's very disconcerting.
I want to mention the face, but I'm going to hold off and swallow that for a second. Who is your lord then?
Do you like puzzles?
No, not particularly.
Oh, well, then you're not going to like this one either.
I'm lying.
You're welcome to guess.
Akesis.
No. I mean, perhaps. I mean, the whole world serves the Dragon Queen, but no. I mean, maybe I do without knowing it. I serve my lord.
You seem confused.
Confused? No, I know exactly from whom I take my orders.
Do you know who you are?
I'm Knight Caradoc.
What's
you
going on
sure?
with your face?
Oh, it's. I mean,
So you say you did. You're telling us that you did this, and you're laughing in our face.
I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, yes, I did. It's. I mean, Life is hard. You know it. Life is just difficult.
So I guess now I'm gonna have to kill you, right?
But
All right,
I mean,
here we go.
perhaps
He's drawing back even further. Like
Huh?
he's like,
And
that's what
someone-
you gotta say. We're not time for puzzle. We're not here for puzzles. Why are you here? Why are you smiling? Everything. Just say it.
probably like you, although I don't know you personally. I'm here because my lord told me to be here.
Told us to be here. Try again.
He did. He ordered me to be here, and therefore I'm here.
Just sitting in the chair. That's your orders.
No. This is his orders, and he points to all
So-
the corpses. And in fairness, I would love to take all the credit, but some of my colleagues here, unfortunately, met their end.
Tragic.
As he says that,
Mhm.
I'm going to perform an action to just stare at him intently and look around the room, and I'm going to do a divine sense.
Okay. I also need you to make a history check real quick.
Ugh.
You specifically.
Oh, intelligence. Love it. Bam. I know things.
So close, but not quite.
No.
Very weird. I don't like you. Tell me, how often would Kato have used divine sense before and actually picked up on things?
Well, I've never casted it before, and we've been doing it pretty much day by day.
Okay.
This is his first time doing it.
So the result is confusing. To say it's not at all what it's not black and white is what the result is. The individual before you seems to be, as best you know from your god, both undead and living. The body is definitely living. And he says, I'm being impolite. Would you like some tea? Would you like some? You've been out traveling all day, I understand.
You're very unlikable.
Have you been talking to my mother?
That who your master is? Out with it. Are you going to tell us the answer to the puzzle or not?
No.
You said he had a scroll in his hand?
He does have a scroll in his hand. Sorry. I said that last time. I don't think I said that tonight. Great memory. Yeah, he yep, balances a scroll in one finger. Yeah, it's it's not, it's in his hand. He's not carrying a weapon, which leads you to believe that perhaps the sword through Governor Miat's body was his sword. So tea? I don't think I have scones, but perhaps.
Don't want your tea. Just what do you want from us? What is this game?
Oh, just to chat. I mean, what else would I want? What could I possibly want?
Well, you murdered a whole bunch of people, so clearly something.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I believe you murdered a bunch of people too. Did you not?
And if you asked me the reasons why I murdered them, I could tell you.
Yeah, I just forget though.
You,
I mean, when you murder as many people as I have.
this was very recent. This is
Yeah, but I mean,
clearly very recent.
I was getting ready for your visit.
And that
You,
requires
I already,
cooperate.
I forgot the scones. I mean, I'll never forgive myself for that one.
We'll manage.
Does Cass is trying to, in between glancing down the hallway, really get a sense on what this guy might be and be capable of? Are there any potential magical accoutrements on him? Is it, is he carrying a sword? Is he like, what is?
Yeah. So he probably has other smaller weapons, but he doesn't have a sword. Like I said, which would lead you to believe the sword through Governor Miat's body is his sword.
Okay.
In terms of how he's dressed, it looks very similar to how a knight would be dressed, right? Like there's nothing special, nothing. He is in uniform.
I think Quinton isn't interested in talking anymore. He will cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay. So I'm gonna move you to a map real quick so we can do all this fun stuff. Do this. Hopefully everything works. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys see this one room down here? Oops. Where am I?
Yes.
One room, and it's the whole castle, which is not necessary. We'll just do this one little room. And so if you want to put yourself towards the north side of that map, so Quinton is going to start by casting a spell, and then we will just immediately roll into initiative.
Oof.
Resetting myself from the last.
The Flaming Sphere is a DC 15 Dex save. Take 11 damage, half on a save.
Okay. Just make sure you're within range. You guys might be over. Oh no, nope. Don't worry about the tiles. Just use whatever the size of the token is.
What's a combat?
What's a what?
What's a combat? I rolled a 0.
Hold on.
Again,
Oh.
I'm gonna.
We do
give
have
you a
one reroll from the chat.
By we, you mean me?
The
Or
good
you?
guys.
The heroes.
Damn it!
Heroes.
I don't feel supported. Okay. Quinton. Quinton, you can move that around. That I don't have a good flaming sphere,
Oh, okay.
so let me know if you cannot move it. Yep, perfect. Okay. Okay, is everyone on there? Perfect. Okay. Quinton, go for it.
Oh, am I up first?
Well, you cast the spell first. So what is going on with the spell cast?
Oh, DC 15 Dex save or 11 damage.
Got it. Oh wait, hold on. Yep. Okay. Dex save. Oh, fails with the 2. Or how much damage? I'm sorry.
11 fire.
Okay. So the flames from the sphere reach out, and you see 2 things happening almost simultaneously. Hear the voice of Caradoc laugh at you. But while that is happening, you see the weird look cross against the face. So he is up. He's going to move away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to lift his heavy crossbow and he's going to go for you, Quinton. He says, "It really didn't need to come to this, but I'm more than happy to, play with you as well." Misses with a 9 for attack. Miranda.
Okay. I am just going to reach out and touch Brallin and cast protection from good and evil on him.
Okay.
He is okay with that.
Sorry, I should say he did pull his sword from the governor when he stood up.
Okay.
So.
And then I might go over here behind this little pillar thing.
Quinton, it is you again.
Right.
So, if you're wondering how far things move, I would use arrow keys. I apologize that when I hastily made this map, I'm sorry, I didn't make the map. When I hastily uploaded it, it didn't match the floor tiles.
He only moved 30 feet, right?
Correct.
Okay, so my bonus action will be to move sphere over to him.
Okay, but you can't quite knock it into him, so it's the start of turn, right?
Bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet, ram it into a creature that the creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Right, but if he was 5 feet away from you and you move it 30 feet, it moves 30 feet. It's not going to actually hit him.
When's the secondary effect for him staying next to it? Is that the end of his turn or the start of his turn?
I think it's start is where I was going.
Because I think it's those two parts, the ramming part and the
Right.
staying too close to it.
So I think at the start of his turn, he'll suffer something, but he wouldn't necessarily. If he ran 30 feet away, you can outrun a flaming sphere, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Okay.
But it doesn't mean he's gonna start his turn and suffer. It's just the ramming portion.
Okay.
Like I don't know unless yeah, I don't know how to.
Do you have the
understand.
spell description? It probably would clear up the whole issue.
It's probably just my interpretation of. It's fine. So I'll just cast a Ray of Frost on this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. Okay. That definitely hits. What's the damage? A Ray of Frost slows damage or slows.
Yeah, I think they're slowed 10 feet or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. You see the same thing again. Now the look of agony, like while he's laughing, the face is different. Like it's when you see someone saying something that doesn't match their facial expression. Okay. Brallin.
Oh. Everyone else is saying that too, right? We're hearing him, but he's laughing, but he looks like he's in pain.
Oh yeah, something's wrong there.
Well, I guess he's going to. He's gonna shoot him.
Okay.
He'll get to take a step back. He'll take a step to the side and go ahead and try to shoot him.
Yep.
All right. Kind of confused as he's drawing his arrow back. He will. I always do it, and it doesn't matter, huh? I'm gonna try to do it again, and we'll go ahead and do this at advantage. I'm gonna attempt to do a sharpshooter.
Okay. Hits.
Okay, so this. Let me see. Do I like that? Yeah, I'll keep that. That plus 10
So 18 points total.
plus. Sorry, because I got all this other stuff I have to add to it now. A D8,
Okay.
and I'm gonna mark him as a favored foe.
Okay.
We'll add an additional.
So your bow hits him, and
Mhm.
you see, like, it just goes straight through the heart. And you see the body just slump. And you're confused at first because there's something still standing after the body slumped. And you see this shadowy figure standing in front of you, still laughing.
Oh. Uh-huh. I. Oops. I guess I'm gonna yeah, here's that extra D. Oh, is that him right there?
Sure is.
Oh, good. Am I? Oh my God, we have Strahd here. Oh no. Uh, um, I knew it. Can I add? So can I? Even though it's changed tokens, can I still continue to add damage? All this damage.
The damage would have gone to the body. So
Oh,
no matter what you would have, it would have gone to the body.
okay. Wow. That's something different, huh? Let me see, what is this? Ooh. Okay. In that case,
If you have a second attack, that's fine. But
Okay.
if it's the same attack, it would have gone to the body.
all right. Sounds good. I don't know what's standing in front of me. So, before I do my second attack, I, as a bonus action, am going to cast magic weapon on my not knowing what he's doing. It's happening. And
Okay.
so,
What are you casting magic weapon on?
on my bow, as
Got
I'm
it.
shooting at
Okay.
this thing.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes, there it is.
All right. Cass. Oh, Brallin,
sorry.
anything else? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna do
Birdie.
my second attack now. Am I able to
Okay.
do that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So this will be at +1 for everything. There we go. So not too much. A 14 to hit.
That. Oops. Sorry. I'm on the wrong one. Uh, 14. That hits.
Oh, cool. All right. In that case, I am given this damage. All right. So now I could add that favored foe damage. I'm gonna do him as a favored foe then.
Yep. I'll allow that.
All right. So this, let's see. So that's 13 points so far, plus an additional 1.
Okay. So 14.
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay. Cass.
All right. I'm going to start by bonus action dashing. So it'll give me a total of 80 feet to work with. 50 to get up in his grill. I am going to attempt a longsword attack.
Okay.
Or a short sword, I should say. Short sword attack.
Misses.
All right, then because of my mobile feat, he won't get an attack of opportunity, and I'm going to use my remaining 30 feet to just backpedal up in here.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that covers it.
Okay. Daw, what's up?
Oh boy, I'm having thoughts now. did we just kill an innocent man?
Probably.
Yeah,
Daw,
but-
he was dead before we got here, sweetie. He
No,
was already taken in by this monster.
But he wasn't. And
Something
then
had
now he's
happened.
having like he's thinking like back and forth like, oh no, what have we done?
What? That's why I said oops.
It's okay.
Uh,
Talk about the
three,
ethics later.
3 halberd strikes. You know
Okay.
what? We're feeling extra risky. We'll do all great weapon attacks.
Okay.
First,
Miss.
miss. Second, well,
Miss.
I
Miss.
got one more. 19?
Oh, good question, David. It's -5, right?
I've already accounted for the -5 for all of them.
Oh, that's -5.
That's why it's only
So,
+2.
Yep. That is. We'll do it right after, David. So 17 points damage.
Yep.
1 second. Um, 1 second. I think. Yeah. So the whole arm damage doesn't do as much as you think it would, unless there's a reason it would be magical.
Not as of yet.
Okay, got it. Okay. Anything else, Kato?
That is all.
Make me a charisma saving throw. Kato,
You got it. Who's making charisma?
you are.
17.
He reaches out and touches you, and you start to feel complete lack of like you're losing your shit completely. You're able to fend it off, but you have grave insight into the fact that what he was just trying to do was definitely whatever happened to the knight that you just killed. And by kill, I mean he is currently making death saving throws. So let's do that now too. He has 1 failure, the knight on the ground.
Just I was reading my thing. My Drake could still do reactions, even though for bonus action I used it to give myself a magic weapon. So can I add an additional D4 to that strike?
Sure.
For Kato's hit. Okay, good. There you go. An additional 5.
Okay. All right. Miranda.
Oh, gracious. All right. I'm just gonna peek out real quick from here and then trying to see how far he is from me. If that's 60 feet. How do you measure with it?
Use there's a ruler that's about halfway
I
down.
got it. All right.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I can hit him. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with Sacred Flame.
Good.
Try to.
Sounds appropriate. Yes.
Yeah.
Secret Flame is dexterity, right?
Yeah.
You got an 18, so it
Damn
is nothing.
Well, that.
Anything else?
No.
Anything else?
No. I'll move back. But.
Quinton.
I'll cast Healing Word on the knight.
Okay.
And then I'll cast Ray of Frost on the shadow.
Yep. Right. Ray of Frost, that misses. Sorry, wait.
23.
Oh no, that hits. Sorry. I was looking at the weapon. Yep, yeah, that hits. Ray of Frost. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Then I'll just move back over by Miranda there.
Okay. Brallin.
Brallin is going to type step back just a little bit.
Can I
Yes.
Gertie's reaction, does that mean Gertie had to be adjacent?
No, within 30 feet of the
Got it.
melee
Okay.
attack.
Yep, no.
Brallin's gonna take a step back and he will shoot. And like I said, this is a magic weapon, so everything's +1 to hit and to damage. All right, here we go. 25 to hit. So let me see that. Yes.
Yep, that hits. Sorry.
No worries. So that's 9 points so far, plus my additional 4 for the favored foe. There we go.
Okay.
All right, so 12 total.
Okay.
Second attack. There we go. I'm rolling so well right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and use a sharpshooter ability for this one.
Okay.
Oh, 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so, or 17, I should say. That would be 12. I think that's it. I don't get to add my.
Okay.
What do you call it? So yeah, 12
So how
additional points.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything from Gertie?
Gertie, yeah, Gertie will move forward. I think it's 30 feet. Let me just see.
Yeah, sorry that I didn't make the
Okay, you're good.
tiles.
All right. Yeah, Gertie's gonna close rank and try to attack.
Okay.
All right, Gertie's gonna give a bitey poo. Roll down.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
Misses.
An 11. Okay,
Misses.
that's it.
Cass, you were up.
All right. We're gonna move forward 20 feet. Try to slash with the short sword again.
Mhm.
Oh,
This is
That's-
unfortunate.
yeah. We're gonna follow up with a dagger.
Yeah. Misses.
Even more. All right. This is not going so swell. Gonna go 20 feet back.
Okay. Okay. Caradoc reaches out towards.
I think
Uh,
you may have skipped me.
Did I?
I'm
Oh.
at 0, so it's highly possible.
Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry, Kato.
I'm going to move myself around to the other side. I will, so he can take attack opportunity if he so wishes.
Oh shoot! You know what? Sorry. He had. I haven't been doing the flaming sphere,
Oh.
and
yeah.
nor has Quinton. So Quinton, do whatever the starts in a turn one is. Do that, and then I'm going to assume you use your bonus reaction to smash into him in the last turn. Oh, but he would still do the other half of it, and he's about to do it twice for me. So roll, if you don't mind throwing it up. It's DC what? Yep. Okay. So here's the first. I'll do it in the order you did it. Dexterity. So 7. and 13. So he takes 12 points damage from your sphere because he did 2 turns, or he's at the start of his second turn at the point. Sorry, and now Kato.
He can take an attack of opportunity if he so wishes. I'm moving out of space.
Yeah, absolutely. Does a 13 hit?
It will miss.
Okay.
With one of my attacks, I'm going to grab hold of the ever so lovely knight.
The knight would have taken 4 points damage from the flaming sphere too. On this turn.
So I think,
But yeah,
still okay.
he's still okay. He got 7, but just so
with one of my attack actions, I'm going to pretty much grab him, pull him away from there,
Okay.
and I'm going to pretty much take that space. I'm fine with being burned.
Okay.
So
He was doing death saves, and then healing what? Oh, it's ending. Sorry, that's why. Like I still haven't seen or if you put it up. Got it. Okay. Yeah. He can get up and move. I thought it was beginning. My apologies. Yeah, he would run away himself. Mostly from but he would get he already did the attack opportunity, so yeah, he would run away. He's there, but he had to stand up. Okay. Karadoc's turn. He already. Sorry,
I wasn't done yet. I was just
okay. Sorry. So many things are coming up right now. So please go ahead. What do you want to do?
So he moved himself.
Yep, you're not adjacent to Caradoc. So what would you like to do?
So let's say one of my attacks, shove him. He moves that way. His turn. He's probably gonna keep moving back.
You didn't need to do one of his stacks. He would have gotten up.
All right.
And run the minute he could have.
If that was the case, I would not have moved then. I would be at my actual spot, and I would just be doing 3 attacks.
Yep. Go for it.
The order operation is a little weird. But
no, I understand.
Yep.
I was just trying to undo what he cast a spell that at level, so
3 heavy swings going in. Number 1.
Miss.
That will miss. Number 2.
Hits.
That will hit.
Hits.
And number 3.
Oh, sorry, that was damage. That second one. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Yep. I thought that was the attack roll. Got it. Okay. So miss, hit, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else?
That is all.
Okay. So now he's already taken the damage from the flaming sphere. He is. So no, sorry. Caradoc, I already counted his damage. Yeah, because I did it twice for you. Like this was thinking it was at the beginning of his turn, which is why I did that. Okay. Withering touch twice on Kato. 19.
Hit.
You take 23 necrotic damage.
All right.
An 8. Miss.
8 will miss.
Ow.
He's looking a little rough.
And then hold on, I need to do one thing. Yep. Okay. Okay. Next up is Miranda. So you just saw a couple things, Miranda, particularly with the Withering's touch. Like basically, the ghost grabbed Kato, and you just saw Kato like desiccate in front of your eyes.
Oh, that's not good. All right. So I'm just making sure I'm not gonna hit anybody else with my chaos bolt, right? I don't think it does though, because I'm not jumping it to the other person. So I am going to cast chaos bolt at 2nd level and try to hit him. Hold on. Yeah.
That hits.
All right. So that's going to be doing. The energy is a little electric. Well, hold on. It's lightning energy. Lightning.
Okay. Doesn't seem so. It's 5 total lightning. Is that how to read that?
No, it's okay. So the energy is 5, and then that shouldn't be 4 though. That doesn't possible. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. Just
Yeah, so I think the chaotic energy 5, I think is telling us which one on the table to read, right?
so one is 2d8 and one's 2d6.
Yeah.
The 4 is 2d6.
Yeah, so that's the 2d6. So the 2d6 is the
type of energy, right?
the type of energy. Yeah, so it's actually force energy then.
4.
And
Okay.
then the damage is 5. Yeah, so it's force energy and the damage is 5. So
That's better for you.
yes.
All right. So he takes, as sort of you see the force energy just sort of start to wither his incorporeal being. Anything else, Miranda?
There you go.
Brallin is shooting. Here we go, and he's
Good.
going to definitely use. He will be using that sharpshooter on this guy.
Good.
All right, here we go. I don't even know what time of day is it. What time of day is it? Just it makes sense because I'm
Like
looking for
mid
my.
afternoon, we had a ride back from camp.
For my, what do you call it? My long rest or whatnot. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Longbow. Here we go. Oh,
Missed.
that's not gonna do it. Second one, I might as well. What am I saving these for right now? We'll go ahead and try to do this at advantage.
Okay.
So a 16 to hit.
Is that sharpshooter or no?
Yeah, sharpshooter. It's a +1.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Sorry, I was now looking at 20. That hits.
Okay. So it'll be this maybe. Yeah, I like that. We'll do so it's 11 plus 21 plus an additional 4, so 25 plus my precise strike damage. So 31
Okay.
points of damage.
Okay, give me 1 second to.
All right. Rangers aren't bad.
For real? Did 5.
We lead the way, man.
So, the arrow flies into his chest, right?
Mhm.
And you see like it almost seemed to be like the final thing. You can see his ethereal body start to like float off in little like wisps and whatnot. And he looks down at the wound, and then he looks back up at you, and he says, "I'm afraid I need to be going now, but I promise you'll see me soon." And then all the wisps disappear, and your arrow sort of falls to the ground. The scroll that he had falls to the ground. The knight, I'm going to take us out of initiative. The knight is sort of panting there, sobbing on the ground.
Are you all right?
uh, 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 I don't know. Where am I? I don't. Uh, He's in shock, the best you can tell.
I'm gonna come kind of over here to try to keep him from turning around and seeing all these dead bodies. So I'm just gonna like stand.
Right. And he's just sort of hyperventilating, looking around. His eyes don't seem to be fixated on any like dead body in particular. He's just like, he looks like he's really lost.
Quinton will move up to him and kind of, check him over, see how he's doing health wise. But as he's doing so, he's going to ask him, "Do you remember anything while he had control of you? Do you remember anything that would be useful?"
No. I was in the mountains, and now I'm here.
Do you remember which mountains?
The Darkguard Mountains. We knew we were about to be ambushed, and yeah. Now I don't know how I got here. Where am I?
You're in Kalman.
I thought
Sorry for
it's-
shooting you.
Repeat that, please.
Sorry for shooting you.
I it was I yeah. I only have snippets. Like, I have very, very little.
Well, let's start with taking a deep breath. What is your name?
I'm Durston, real. I'm a Knight of Solemnia. I don't know what happened. I swear on my honor.
Do you know the name Karadak?
No.
Probably take a moment to point to those two in the hall and ask if he knows who they were.
The ones outside, completely.
Or
So
the two knights that we fought.
yeah. So the only difference there, and this might change how you think of that, and they're not within eyesight, which is why I also say this. The other two were not like this. The other two were definitely undead, dressed in the armor of Knights of Solemnia. This is like a fully human person, like fully living. And so there's a little bit of a difference. So if you're asking, does he recognize the armor? He does not. But the individuals inside are not anyone he would know, like living or dead. So
I'd like to pick up the scroll if I can.
I think you go over to the scroll and it's missing. But someone else has it.
Cass has it, isn't hiding that they have it, and is reading it as the conversation with the knight is happening.
So the scroll itself is somewhat scorched, and it's sealed with it's still sealed with black wax, and there is a rose emblem in the black wax.
Cass breaks the seal.
The scroll, instead of ink, the words are actually burned into the scroll. And it says, "People of Kalman, I exert my rightful claim as ruler of the province of Nightlund. Submit or flee. Lord Lauren Soth, Knight of the Rose." I need Cass and I need Kato to be making. Actually, I'll do Cass and Kato normal rolls. I need the rest of you with disadvantage to make history checks.
Who?
Sadly, that was the highest dice roll I've had all night, and it was still just an 11.
What is going on? I'm missing one person. Oh,
Me,
Miranda.
I had to do
Oh,
disadvantage.
okay.
I decided to roll it twice, so
Yep,
sadly.
yep. Okay. So
We do have a reroll if any.
I ain't taking it.
I only have a
Oh.
+1 to history, so I'm not
I
sure.
have
I'm-
4 to history if you
I have a
want me to
+7.
re-roll it.
I'll take it.
But you'll take it. Okay,
do
give it to
it.
Quinton. Give it to Quinton.
Yeah.
just roll both again. Yep.
All right.
No,
13?
Good.
okay. So I'll piece together what the group of you know.
Very little.
Kato. You definitely know Lord Sloth was not only a knight of Solemnia in the Order of the Rose, but he also ruled the province of Nightland, Nightland, as it's known today, back when it was known as Nightlund, Knight. Quinton, you remember a story about that Lord Soth was given the power to prevent the cataclysm, and he did not, out of personal reasons. Because he chose not to take the cataclysm happened. The Kato, Lord Soth is very much within the order. The start of the time when the knights no longer had they lost their reputation. He is sort of the beginning of that. Then for Quinton, I would say he was associated with Dargard Keep, which is in the general area of Solemnia. Brallin. In all this hubbub, and as everyone are helping, you do notice that like there's so much blood in the room and there's so many corpses, but you do notice something unusual. Someone seemed to have left the room, and so you see a trail of blood that leads to a small shattered door. And ignore the map because this isn't featured in the map. A small shattered door. Excuse me. Small shattered door at the rear of the room. You see a long hallway leading off that door.
I would describe what I see and move to follow the footsteps or footprints.
Okay.
See what I see.
What are the rest of you doing?
Yes, we'll follow. Not too closely, but close enough behind Brallin. Because they don't know who Lord Soth is. So just
Yeah.
okay. Someone else can take the scroll. I'll follow the ranger.
I'm right with you and confused.
Sure.
I never studied them.
So as you who would be last in that line leading towards the
Might be
oh,
Quinton, unless it Kato, would you be following up front?
I will say no. You would want to keep tabs on the knight, make sure he's okay. He's gone through a little bit.
So you're Kato, you are last. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
So as you move forwards towards the room, Kato, you feel a tap on your shoulder behind you.
Is it the knight?
It is not. Do you turn around?
Sure.
Okay. You turn around.
Huh?
And standing before you is a blue-skinned Sylvanesti elf. And she says, there was nothing in the room besides the group of you in the night a second ago. A little weird. And she looks at you intently and with urgency. And she says, you must hurry. And she points at the door that you are all leaded to, all headed towards.
Hurry
There's
to
a,
what?
there's a secret beneath this castle. And one the old lord cannot be allowed to possess. Go.
Who are you?
It's like, that's not important. You must go. You must stop him.
Stop who?
And she points towards the door.
Just wait right there.
Did you say wait right there?
I did. Like he
Okay.
doesn't know how to properly respond to.
Yeah. She's looking at you intent, like it really is, like with a sense of utmost urgency, like not that you're wasting her time, that you're wasting your time talking to her. The rest of you hear this.
Turn back around.
Right? And I'd say, unless someone's saying they're not turning around, it for Cass, if Cass turns around, Cass would recognize this individual.
Yeah, from Vogler in the
Yeah, so
inn.
Cass, this individual was at the funeral or the wake for Ispin. And as you all turn around, she points with urgency and says, you must go. Like, everything depends on this. He kept you here, so his lord could go below. You must go.
Does
Action.
Cass trust this individual? I mean, I think
You can make, yeah,
it'd be inclined to, but just is there any
make
deception or
an insight check.
just because it's a mysterious figure and all from the past?
Also, like divine sense, just in case.
Oh, you're making me look up stuff.
Celestial fiend undead.
She glows with an undead visage. And she urges you again. She says, I think you think. Sorry, I didn't see the roll. I missed the roll. Cass, no detection of anything that would be other than what she seems to be saying on the surface. She says, I am not kidding. You must go. Stop him. You are wasting time. Caradoc wasted your time intentionally. That was his mission here. To keep you talking as long as he could.
Oh, let's go.
Definitely.
Uh,
Cass is on board.
As you're sort of all looking around the room, looking at each other, looking at the door, at some point you turn back around and she's gone. No trace of her, including the divine sense. And so you head down the hallway. Let me just do this real quick. Beyond the broken door is a narrow corridor. What appears to be look like used by servants, like to move in and out of the room sort of quietly to bring food or whatnot. Most of the doors that lead out of this hallway are just plain doors, and you like open one, and it's like a kitchen. You open another, it's a sort of private office chambers, things like that. But far at the end of the passage, you see a door that is shining with a faint violet light. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna heal myself a bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay on hands, 12 points.
Got it.
Cass turns to the wizardly types in the group, the spellcasters, and kind of says, "Is it safe to open this door?"
I can do
So-
detect good and evil if you want.
Yeah, but even before that, so the door itself, the door frame is has some artwork on it that you can look closer if you got closer. The door itself was sealed, but there are bricks shattered across the floor, and you can see a steep flight of stairs going down. You see the violet light is actually coming from down below.
Ah,
I don't think it's safe. I mean, I could cast if you want, but I imagine what's down there is something very evil, and that we have to deal with.
well, let's see if we can catch it by surprise for a change of pace.
Oh, so you're headed down?
Cass won't be the first one down, but they would be the second or third.
Well, the only thing to note here is that probably is that as you move closer, Brallin, Gertie is you just feel anxiety through your bond with her,
Gosh.
and just panicking that you would be going down there. And she has no interest in traveling down there.
And
He would say, okay. It's fine. You stay up here, you stay out of sight. We'll be back.
And she takes up a position in the center of the hallway and puts on her most dutiful guard face, like looking left, looking right, looking.
Mhm.
But you see her sort of whenever you turn away from her, inching like 2 steps away from the door,
Mhm.
like just no interest in what's down there.
So
Okay,
we
so-
are to go where a dragon dare not step.
I wish you didn't like the dark. I never thought. I guess. But you heard that lady. We gotta go, and we're headed here anyway.
What she
Come
says
on.
is true. There's no time to waste. And then he goes first.
Well, with that, we're going to take a break here because this is the best place for it. So we will be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you guys for joining us, and stick around, and we will, continue this. Hi, everyone. This is 20 Sides to Every Story, and we are running through Shadow of the Dragon Queen, the new Dragonlance module for the Wizards of the Coast. Our party just has descended into some catacombs after one completely unknown name, Lord Soth, who seems to be trying to steal something from the catacombs below. They were urged on by a mysterious elfin figure who seemed to have hints of being undead herself. So they are rushing down, and I apologize for the slightly longer break. I was just fixing some technical things in the background. So thank you for sticking around with us. Okay, so let me, as you descend the stairs, they descended to a stone chamber that is engulfed in violet flames. In the fire stand 4 dignified statues of Knights of Solemnia. At the east end of the room lies an antechamber before a stone double door. There depicts a bison-headed statue.
Anybody? These people famous? Kato? You know these people?
Well, they're statues, so probably not.
Obviously, no. I'm just saying. I mean, oh, what's this down here?
Oh, I guess Goodberry. I found some Goodberries down here.
What? If you are anyone who's inspecting the statues, are welcome to make a religion check.
Why not?
Chance will be
Filthy
looking
atheist.
for.
Miranda, they don't seem very religious to you.
Okay, I don't know. I just, seem like some good dudes.
Nothing
Quinton,
but the best.
the bison-headed figure is, you remember from some of your studies, is Jolith, who's the god of war and honor. It's this one. So the rest of you, they seem to be famous. The other 4 statues seem to be famous Knights of Solemnia.
Chance will be looking for any kind of unusual plate, like tripwires, pressure plates, anything that seems arcane. Just really making sure that they're not walking into traps left by the.
And so if I could describe the blue flames just before you do that, because
Sure.
this might come up. The blue flames are like, they're on the walls, and you guys you recognize very quickly that they don't burn, they're in some ways illusions, but they're really there. Like, you can't dispel them like you could in an illusion. But any place an object is, so even around the statues, around the bases of the statue, these things pop up. Cass, you can investigation, please.
Okay.
Yeah, no such things. But as you're sort of searching around the room looking for stuff, in this area here, you guys can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That area there, the flames from each of the walls sort of like weave together, almost like a fire does when it erupts, but from both sides it erupts. And it starts to coalesce into a picture. And you all, it's obvious, like all of you see it. And in the picture, you see a knight of Solemnia fighting a group of what appears to be ogres or some large sort of raiders who have attacked some traveling elves. At some point, one of the elves falls into the arms of the knight, and you can see what appears, as best you can tell, to be this loving, longing look between the two of them. Long stares back and forth. As you're watching the picture, you see in the background, separate from all of this, off to the side near one of the walls, you see the figure of a human woman staring at the scene. Her scene, her picture fades completely. And then maybe 10, 15 seconds later, the rest of the picture fades and the flames subside. But no tripwires.
Did any of the elves look like the one we just saw?
They're not even caricatures. They are like shadow lines of elves. Like they were like, yeah. So there was no one no one's identity you could have picked up.
Okay.
As that's going on, I'm gonna say, "Ooh, well that was pretty," and he's gonna give everyone 2 good berries. So there you go. I found these. There you go. Also, before we move forward, do you want me to, make us a little harder? I'm able to. I don't know. I was telling about it before. Just I could help us out a bit if I concentrate real hard to make us a little bit harder to be seen
Hotter?
and heard. Harder.
Hotter?
Harder. I didn't say harder.
We don't have time for this meaningless answer. If you have an ability that can help us in this situation, might be the time to use it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm-
Okay.
Yes.
I'm at good temperature.
No.
Shut up. He's gonna go and he's gonna cast Pass Without Trace on
Okay.
him and his companions.
Got it. One of the things I loved about first and second edition was that all spells had a negative component, like an opposite spell.
Mhm.
Not that Pass Without Trace was not one of those spells because skill checks, but I was just thinking when you pass with extra trace, you just leave
Just
extra
clanking
loud.
all over the place.
I could say.
Yeah. Well, that's
You just
called
leave.
Thunderwave, and I think we know that one.
Well, no. You just you just leave a trail of image behind you. Anyway, right.
Litter.
What would you guys like to do? There are these stone doors at the far end. You found nothing hidden in the room.
We should move on if time is of the essence. And Cass is saying this to Kato, urging the knight to take the lead once more.
Neat statue.
What?
The buffalo head. That's the buffalo head one, right? Correct.
Correct. The one furthest. Yeah, exactly. What would you okay. Kato, are you pushing the doors open?
Unless someone stops me.
Okay. What's your strength?
A lot. 18.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stop you. You can't push them open. You're just not strong enough.
Is it a pull door?
Yes. But you solved that puzzle. That was expected to take you another hour. So we can call it a night. No.
I'm a knight.
You just need more help than just one of you to open these doors.
Oh, Lord.
This is a little heavy. Can I have some help here?
Of course. I got you. It would be my honor, right?
Yes. This is.
Honor?
Yes, that is correct.
This is the god of war and honor. Did I tell you that? The statue?
Could you tell us after
Did it.
this is done?
Mm,
No, I'm listening. You can tell me right now.
a
Go
little
ahead.
side.
Just get it over with. I'm going to help.
Okay. You managed to push open the door. It's just heavy, like they're solid stone doors.
Oh,
And you look ahead of you, and you see this long chamber that's more of the violet flames. The walls are lined with alcoves. And are you moving further in?
I will, yes.
Okay. So you see inside the alcoves are bodies wrapped in yellow cloth. A brazier rests at the end of the hall. And you see at the southwest portion down here, there is, it looks like the wall has been smashed in. And you see, it looks like it almost leads to a tunnel.
Now
As you-
you said, I know that we're here already, but you said that there was like bloody footprints that had led out. Are there still these bloody footprints or?
No, there are not. They just
Okay.
led basically up until the stairs and a little bit down.
Okay, sounds good.
Like I forgot to mention that, but yeah.
I think that's the way.
So Kato, you can see this tunnel here. It's been bored through the rock.
Mr.
but-
Kato.
Oh, they are. I think they said they were looking for something. Maybe they barged through there. Let's just look around. Let's make sure nothing nefarious is here.
Cass is sneaking very silently down the hall just to
Yep.
make sure they're not going to get surrounded if they go into that tunnel.
Yeah. Cass, the one thing you would notice is that the constructed exit of this is down there. That door to the south.
Cass would come back and report what they saw.
As you're reporting, the brazier, I'll never get it right. The brazier erupts in the purple flames, the violet flames. And you see another image. You see the knight again, standing with another group of knights, and they seem to shun him. They push him out from the group of knights. And he wanders for a long time before he runs into what appears to be the elf from the first vision. And they embrace, and then it seems to be that they marry. Like it seems to be symbolic, the images of them being married. Then it fades off.
Miranda secretly has a soft spot for romance novels, and so I'm just all about this whole situation. And
Mhm.
despite, the complete danger that we're in, I'm like, oh, are they in love? I think they're in love. Oh, but this doesn't seem good. Oh no, you think she's going to die? Oh,
You're just eating your good berries like popcorn, like.
Let's keep moving.
Should we check out the tunnel first?
Like you can see, like he's ready to go walk in that direction.
Okay. Be careful.
So you're going through the tunnel.
This path I was planning on going down.
Yep, go for it.
It's oddly specific, these stories we're seeing there, Cass.
Yes, it's revealing something if we can piece it together.
Obviously, I think he left the knighthood to go run off with this woman. It is very romantic, but also probably wasn't looked well upon.
Right.
I'm just really
Um,
excited about seeing the next bit of the story.
So,
Tune in next week.
so Kato, as you walk into this room, there's mosaics of knights riding armored stallions covering the walls that are once again lined in violent flames. Sorry, there's a word. I think there's a typo or a word I've never heard before. To the east, you see a shattered stone door. To the north is the tunnel you just came out of. At the west end of the room stands a statue of a rearing horse and two stone doors leading south. And basically, as you step into the room this time, the flames erupt again, and you see yet another vision.
The other side, so you can see this one. Miranda, it's happening again.
Oh, thank you.
You see the knight traveling, and during his travels, like traveling with purpose, like he's on a quest, and during his travels, the flames show a beam of light coming from the heavens straight down to the knight. The next scene is you see him with his wife, and she is begging him not to leave, but he dons his armor and turns his back on her, mounts his steed, and heads off. The vision fades. You at the far end of the room, near the statue, at the far west end of the room, near the statue, two. One second. Let me bring these on. Two steeds manifest themselves. Let's see if I have good pictures of them for you. Ooh, this is kind of creepy. Let's see, what's this?
Oh no.
So they are horses, and they're in full parting of a horse, but they are skeletal inside. I have a question for everyone can answer, but I think the only one that it matters is Kato. Kato, what is your armor specifically? Describe.
The one I'm currently wearing right now.
Correct.
He's still a squire, so nothing too intricate like you've seen on the previous knights, because they're normally donned in nice, beautiful plate. He's still wearing that of a squire. He has the colors of Solemnia, mainly in the form of his cloak or cape that he wears, and an insignia of the kingfisher to show his status.
Okay.
But nothing that would demonstrate, hey, that guy wearing that armor, he's a knight. He would not be like that. I'd be like, he's a squire. Nothing too crazy, but he would have that visage of someone from there.
Okay. So they are standing still at the end. Standing still in the sense of not like a statue, more like they're just the horses standing in place. So you see some movement, some creaking. Some
Skeleton
swaying.
horses? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
That makes it worse for you, huh?
Uh-huh.
They just stand there. there, so maybe they just,
Maybe
they
they're
don't know we're
guarding
here
something.
yet. Maybe we can just be real sneaky.
There's another tunnel this way. Cass has slipped
Yep.
through the
Let me
doorway, and we
Let me
might
tell
be-
you about that.
Okay.
So, violet flames engulf that room, dancing across the walls with the faded mosaics of blacksmiths forging gleaming weapons. Bars seal off alcoves to the north and south. To the west, weapons hang on the walls. A crude tunnel has been punched through the south wall there. Cass, as you are watching, as you walk in, the flames erupt again, and you see yet another vision.
Miranda, next chapter, next episode starting.
You see the knight on his quest, and off in the distance, you see the woman who he departed from. And you see the woman send out other women towards the knight, one by one, begging the knight to come back. And one by one, he shrugs them all off.
Bit of weird strategy to get your husband back. I'm just saying, but
It gets worse. So eventually the women become, she sends out, become more aggressive, taunting him and pointing back home, pointing to his obligation to his wife, grabbing at the horse, grabbing at him. And the vision ends with him slaughtering some of the women who come up to do this
wow.
before it fades.
Oh,
A dark turn, guys.
this is getting interesting. I like this story.
For what purpose would he even do such a thing?
Well, because he had been touched by a god who told him that he had to go on this quest no matter what, and these women were interfering. Look very pointedly at Kato.
I look very pointedly at you. It's like,
Mama called them Jezebels.
let's keep going.
So this passage, unlike the one here, is going to require some work to move through. Like you're going to have to squeeze through that passage significantly. If that was your intent when you said keep going.
See anything else, Cass?
Just the door that leads back to the other chamber. It seems like this, either we go past the horse skeletons or we try to squeeze through here. I can try to go first and see if it's even a viable path for us. Cass is pretty slim and not armored, anything other than, I think, studded leather, so they will try to.
Either way, I'll try to stay as close as possible without going too far.
Okay.
I'll move a little bit just to
So,
keep that aura of pass without a trace on you.
Make me a make me a dexterity saving throw, Cass,
Okay.
and don't move further on.
All right. Jeez.
There are no rerolls left. So, as you are coming through, the passage, which is poorly constructed, this tunnel collapses on you, and you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as it collapses on you. The rest of you are able to sort of get back, but it pushes you back all into here, and that passage is now sealed.
You
Ouch.
okay?
You all right?
The Cass kind of staggers to their feet, brushes the dust off, and kind of nods vaguely, but is shaken.
Kato would offer his berries. You might need these more than I will.
Cass nods and takes them.
Yeah, mine.
And you know what? I will pump 3 points of lay on hands. There you go.
Thanks. All right, so that's 6 good berries, including Cass's own, and 3 lay on hands. All right. We're not going
Well,
that way.
guess we gotta find another way then.
Sorry, Brallin. Looks like we might have to face those horses.
Uh-huh. All right.
Introduce some chaos into the situation, because evidently I can make a phantom horse. I've never tried it before, but
What?
More
I don't
horses?
know. I can make another
horses.
horse, and they can fight. We can just stand back while they go at it, and wait. I don't know. It probably would be
Just
a
add
terrible
more
idea.
horses. Yeah.
Yes, I feel like
Look over at you, Quinton, and just be like, no.
It could work.
You see, Kato's right just to just move
Happen.
forward. You don't.
Uh-oh.
How long will it take?
this horse thing.
Yes.
It will take. It only takes a minute, and the horse lasts an hour. And someone can ride it if you want to. It's not.
Oh, great. This is awesome.
Do you want to be a mount? Do you want to ride the horse?
No.
You don't,
No.
Kato. Do you want to ride the
It's
horse?
like a training
Uh,
horse.
Yeah.
I'll probably be fine. I mean, we are in very tight corridors. I think it might be best to save your abilities. We still don't know what's ahead.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so maybe we can sneak by the horse.
I need everyone to make a quick perception check.
You got it.
Do.
Nice.
All right,
I see
Brallin.
things.
Brallin. Here, up here and here. As you're having the conversation, you realize everything's painfully old in this place. So, like the wooden racks that hold weapons, are disintegrating. It just even by touch. But there are 3 different things on that rack which attract your attention for having no apparent wear, just dust.
Okay. I'm going to definitely take, as I'm kind of staring off into space, wishing that we would be finished talking about horses. I am going to look at those things.
One is a longsword.
Okay.
One
Wow.
is a breastplate. And the third is something. It looks like leaves from a tree woven together.
All right. I know we're talking about horses, but doesn't this look odd to you guys?
He's going to point it out. He's not going to. He'll point out these 3 items. Breastplate, you said?
A breastplate, a longsword, and a something weaved out of leaves, and leaves specifically, not like green leaves, more like leaves from autumn.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Not yet. But do we recognize it? Like, does it look like the armor that the knight was wearing in these visions or anything?
No, These seem, yeah, in some ways nicer. What are you doing with the equipment? The rest of like anything else there, maybe the metal, like if you think of like an axe, maybe the metal has survived, the axe head, but the wood has disintegrated. But it's these three that like are like seem like you could just wipe them off with a cloth and they'd be good. Particularly the leaves is the weird one. Because they should have disintegrated.
Well, if no one else is gonna look at those leaves, I guess I might take a look at that and just see what it is. I'll pick it up.
Oh, sorry. What is it?
You pick it up and it almost seems like a cloak.
Put it on.
Like you could fasten it around your neck and wear it.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Good.
Does it look good?
You feel different?
No, that's a good thing, right?
Inconclusive.
All
You
right,
should just
take a
take this
breath.
stuff. The dead aren't using it.
Okay, I guess anyone want this breast? It's a breastplate. Anyone want this one? No.
Sounds like it's yours then.
Oh, I got this. I'm gonna try it on. Sure. I'm gonna just put the breastplate. Quinton, you really want this sword though, don't you?
Yeah, but I can't use it.
Yeah, well, I won't say.
Yes.
The sword, Cass like picks it up and kind of takes a swing, but it's not a dex-based weapon, and it's a little bit too heavy to be wielded with any grace. So they kind of shrug and say, "I'm not sure it'll be much use for me."
Mr. Kato?
Mister.
Oh, you don't want me to call him sir or lord or anything. I guess Mister is nice enough.
If you think it might help, and like he'll undo his current scabbard that holds his battle axe. Sure. Fine. He'll tie it on.
All right.
Snow might not serve me well. I mainly use the pole arm.
Cool. All right. Anything else? So it sounds like Brallin has two of the three things, and Kato, you have the third.
Yes. Indeed.
What would you like to do?
Guess we have to check down where the horses are.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
do.
maybe they'll just let us go. Bye.
Give him a good berry, Quinton. Oh wait. Oh, damn it, you gave
Fresh out.
I have a good berry, but we might just in case we needed it for later. But
I don't know
Oh.
that skeletons eat, whether they're
I don't think. Yeah.
humanoid or
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so,
equine.
but
So what are we trying to get past? Like we want to look at that statue tomb
There's
behind it?
There
I
seems to
think
be a
there's
couple of
like door
openings.
behind it, wasn't there?
There's some openings down there that could lead
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Mr. Kato, you're good with horses. Maybe you could
Okay. I could what?
hurry up. We don't have much time.
As you say.
Please.
do. Everyone is so far behind. I'm just gonna go by myself.
I was gonna make a point. I was gonna tell Corey that if you get like far ahead and you're like stop, I would always be behind you. But in this case, I am not gonna be behind you. I'm gonna be back line.
Yeah, the horses are just sort of standing there.
I see a couple doors. Why are you all so far away?
Just the standard 30 feet.
And Kato with like his polearm just facing forward just in case is just gonna point with his offhand towards a door that's right to his left.
All right.
referring to this one.
Are you going through that door? Two of you need to push it open.
Shouldn't help. I just didn't want to be by the horses.
Do, do, do.
You want a hand?
Brallin, get a... Yes, Quinton, that would be appreciated. Ready? On 3. 3. Poof.
Door opens with a, the sound of stone on stone scraping, but opens. Inside here, chamber blazes with violet flames. In the middle of the room, steps lead up to a sleek marble monument etched with hundreds of lines of text. There are doors north, what you came in from, and then also to the east.
There we go.
Happy to get away from those horses.
Can we make out any of the texts that are on the wall?
Sure. So yeah, it's on the monument in the middle of the room. Yeah, they're all names. Everything on there is a name. Hundreds.
Are they typical Solamnic names, or are they like?
They all have the title of knight in front of them.
What is this place? Just doesn't sit well with me.
Look for sauce name.
I don't think we have time.
We'll have all the time later to check the place out.
Give me 1 second. I need to give you another episode of.
The real House Knights of Solemnia.
Oh, that's nice.
Bravo. Give you a paradox clap for that.
So you see the knight galloping back home towards with impatience as he gallops. And when he arrives, the elfin woman is standing waiting for him. And you see him raise his sword and slaughter her. And as he slaughters her, the world around him begins to crumble and fade. Crumble and burn, let's say. And the night, the flames reach up to the knight and start burning him as well. But he doesn't fall. You see his armor fusing to his body instead. And you see his eyes start to burn with intensity like the flames themselves. And when the flames pass from his body, you're left with like a gaunt skeletal figure in front of you before the vision fades again.
I lean over to Cass and say, "See, this is what these gods do. They just use people and turn them to flame."
Seems like he made some bad choices though along the way.
Yes, of course. Hopefully, our companions better choices.
I wonder what happens next.
The cataclysm, perhaps.
There's a door here.
Are you guys opening it?
Yeah.
He braces up against it, ready to go.
All right, I'll help.
Yep. Door opens. you going inside?
Yes.
You see in this room a statue of a saluting knight of Solemnia standing, along with 2 tall marble slabs, also etched with text. All 3 of those things cackle with violet flames. And kneeling before one of the slabs, you see the spirit of a knight of Solemnia. Door leads to the west, the one you came through, and you see double doors leading to the east.
We're going. I mean, what is that? But also, before we go any further, they said that scroll. I wasn't really paying attention, but it said that he wanted this place back. Is that what it said?
Yes, apparently this ancient knight named Soth was once the ruler of Nightland.
Hmm.
And claims to still be.
Kato, does that guy look familiar?
The spirit of the knight is kneeling.
Kneeling as in prayer, or kneeling as in
In prayer.
Can you ping if Cass is able to see where the spirit is, where in the room it is?
Yeah. We're gonna say it's right around here.
Okay.
Come on the other side. Yeah. What would you like to do?
I'll have a look at the praying spirit.
Okay. She is praying. Seems not to notice you.
Is she muttering anything at all, or is she just in silent prayer?
It's silent prayer.
I will not intervene.
I'm gonna ask her any questions.
Leave her to her prayers, Quinton.
She might know something.
We haven't had much luck with spirits lately. I'm inclined to agree with Kato.
Well, I did fail to mention this before, but that elven woman from upstairs wasn't really alive per se. Much like probably the fellow who we slew in the council chamber.
Quinton
That
will,
on death.
Quinton will approach the spirit and say, "Excuse me."
She looks up and says, "Oh yes, I'm so sorry."
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you, but we're down here trying to stop something bad from happening. Do you know anything about that? Seen somebody come through here shouldn't be here?
No, I've been here a very long time. I'm sorry. And she stands, and she reaches out her hand, and says, I'm Knight Jandon.
Knight
I belong to
Jandon?
the Order of the Sword."
We have reason to believe I'm supposed to say this name out loud or if it's like a unmentionable thing, but Lord Soth might be down here.
Oh. I see. What would he be doing here?
I think he might be looking for something. An
I see.
item of power, maybe?
I don't know. I did not see him. I don't know his quest.
Do you know what's beyond these double doors here?
I do. Here beneath Castle Kalman, lies the body of Knight Zana Sarlamir, Order of the Crown.
Who is he?
Hmm. Well, some years before the Cataclysm, he received a divine quest from Paladin himself. Paladin told him that the King Priest of Istar had created a magical item of great wonder, and not even an item. It was a city that flew. But the flying city enraged the metallic dragons here on Kryn. And so Paladin tasked Salamir with going to the flying city, calming the dragons down, and convincing the king priest to return the city to the land so it no longer flew. Sarlamir agreed. He knew the task was daunting. He knew he was facing not only the king priest, but also the dragons. And he decided to do so anyway. But he took with him his family's greatest treasure, the legendary Dragonlances. When he and his fellow knights reached the king priest's flying city, they stood before a flight of righteously furious metallic dragons. The king priest refused to land the city. The dragon refused to leave. The conflict escalated, and Sarlamir used the Dragonlance to slay the dragon leaders. The gold dragon Caravarix. When Caravarix's blood touched the Dragonlance shriveled and rusted away in the knight's hands. The dragons eventually attacked, slaying Salamir, and in the process, crashing the flying city. A few of Salamir's loyal knights escaped, and they brought his body here, along with his cursed Dragonlance.
Looking for.
But the Dragonlance is ruined?
It is.
What value would it have then?
I don't know.
Might I ask who you were playing to?
Not to someone specifically, just praying for the souls of these individuals. These are the honored amongst us. The honored heroes and leaders who served here in the castle.
And you? What are you? I mean, yeah, you're a bit. He's not. I can't. You see through a bit.
You repeat that, sorry.
He's saying he is saying that she is see through.
Ah.
She's pretty much just trying to not say she's a spirit, but ask why she's not.
Yeah.
Why she's not kind of resting.
Well, I play a part in the story of Sarlamir. It was me who returned his body here. But in doing so, I reported something that was false. I told the city that he died defending people from the evil dragons. And so he is now entombed here as a hero. I regret this tremendously. I know that his disobedience and I know that his deeds contributed to the gods' disfavor and therefore to the cataclysm. I believe myself complicit. I would ask that you take the weapon with him that he has entombed with him in the next chamber. I cannot leave this place, but perhaps with it you might do some good. And perhaps with it you can find redemption for us.
No.
Well, if there's a chance this Lord Soth is looking for it, we should take it regardless.
Yeah. Yes. You got it.
You have my word. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. If that is all, I must be off now.
Where you gotta
I've fulfilled some part of my duty.
All right. Get a good sleep.
Thank you. And she begins to fade away.
Well,
Are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be.
Right. Pushing open that door.
Yep.
uh-huh.
Violet flames outline the tombs set into the walls of the spacious crypt. A heavy stone brazier sits empty near the room center. You see a sarcophagus to the north, which lies in pieces at the mouth of a crumbling tunnel. A wall to the southeast is similarly broken. The far end of the room, a flaming dais holds a sarcophagus, sculpted with the image of a knight. A life-size sculpture of a dead dragon impaled with a spear curls around the sarcophagus. Something within the sarcophagus moves, slamming against the lid as the unnatural flames on the dais blaze with wild intensity. Where are you guys?
I am moving forward.
You said this tomb here is rattling?
The sarcophagus here.
Okay.
So, the violent flames waver, forming ominous images once more. You see the terrifying knight from the last vision stepping through the wall of this room, Like he comes out of the wall into the area. He approaches the brazier at the room center, above which roils a flaming orb. The knight holds up a scepter sculpted with screaming faces, and he touches the scepter to the ball of flame, which ignites the scepter, and the orb vanishes. You see the knight admiring the flaming scepter and then pointing it at the ornate tomb and statue at the end of this room. Both burst into flame that spreads throughout the crypt. The figure then moves to the south wall and vanishes. What would you like to do?
Could you repeat that last bit? After he aimed the scepter of screaming faces after the orb, pointed it at the rattling tomb, and what happened?
At the ornate tomb and at the statue. Both burst into flames that spread throughout the crypt. The purple flames that you see. He then left the room to the south.
But he didn't have. He would be looking to see if he had like removed a weapon or a.
He didn't seem to be carrying one.
Oh. What's there?
Suddenly, a violent blow shakes the entire room. You see pieces of the dragon fall off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. The lid on the sarcophagus is still open, but Quinton, you can make me a strength saving throw. Or strength check, sorry, not saving throw. Yeah, which should for you should be the same, but yep. You pull your jaw muscles, it's really weird. Like you weren't even trying to exercise those. So
He's gonna. Brallin will glance at Kato. Kato, are you looking to help? Otherwise, he'd go up and help.
He'll nod.
yep. Make a strength saving throw for me.
This is just too heavy. I think we should just leave it. This thing is secure.
All right, move. Here we
Together.
Oh, sorry. I did a strength. I did an athletics check.
But it's close enough. So Brallin, you're able to, with the help of everyone else, sort of start to wedge this thing over. And inside you see a knight wearing ancient Slavnik armor, wielding a blade that blazes with the violet flame. And as you open the sarcophagus, he animates.
Of course he does.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Wonder why Gertie didn't want to come down here.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna run to the restroom real quick. I will be
Oh, no
right
worries.
back.
Like, that's never. See that art? Yikes.
I'm zooming in.
That's
Yeah,
not good.
he doesn't look friendly.
He has skulls like on his armor. Like,
Hey, but don't worry if you look just in the center of his chest. He's got rose on it.
oh,
So-
is that still good then?
No.
Just should have stayed home with his wife, had a
Maybe he
little
wants to
nice
talk
life.
too.
Well, and this has got to be Solomir, right? Like with the dragon curled around him, but he's not holding a Dragonlance. He's holding a glowy sword.
Sure, it looks
Mhm.
like that.
Maybe the Dragonlance was over.
Anyways. You are muted, Corey, if you're talking.
Reverse.
Not anymore. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. So, what are you doing, Kato?
This might be bad. Ready yourselves, and then he's gonna slam his polearm onto the stone. Air is gonna rush through, and I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Brallin, and Cass.
Okay.
D4 to your attacks and saving throws.
Anything else,
That is it.
Quinton? Okay. That misses. Yep, that misses. Okay. He moves towards one. Ba-ba-ba. And he's going to slash at. It's in front of me. He's going to do 2 on Brallin, 1 on one on Kato.
All right. After his first attack, I would like to make an attack with Sentinel. Becomes applicable.
Okay. This first one, Brallin, 15.
Does not hit.
Okay.
I will
Does that-
then do my Sentinel strike.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm feeling it. We're gonna go big. Great weapon,
Oh.
master.
You missed.
10.
What's the D20 that you
But don't
rolled?
worry, I'm blessed. 13.
Yeah.
You still miss.
Damn it.
This is second one is on Brallin, 19.
That'll hit.
You're gonna take 12 points of damage,
Okay.
and you cannot regain hit points until the start of his next turn.
Oh.
The third is to Kato, 15. I'm assuming misses.
That will miss.
This is gonna come up 15 feet of movement. Let's see, maybe with Bless I can actually hit something today. Short sword.
That misses.
You are
I
so
gotta roll
blessed.
my
You are so blessed.
D4. I
Oh
feel
yeah,
blessed.
you are blessed. Yep, you are
I feel
blessed.
so blessed. 4.
Yep, you hit.
All right.
Yay.
So 18
Hashtag
points.
blessed. All right.
See this?
And then I get sneak attack. So yeah, total of
18.
16. 4 plus
Sorry.
12.
Yep,
so
16. Yep.
And then I will do a dagger. Throwing a dagger for fun.
Okay.
15 plus 1, 16.
That misses.
Okay. Then just going to back away slowly for another 20, 25,
Okay.
30, 35, 40. Yoink.
Miranda.
All right. I'm just going to throw chaos bolts up there. I'm at 3rd level. Okay. So it was supposed to be
That
cast.
it's gonna miss though. The 9 is
Yeah.
the attack roll.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I guess that's why I didn't roll the other 2 things. Yeah, okay.
Anything else, Miranda?
Nope.
Brallin.
Brallin doesn't like being in the front. But I think he'll, at least this round, he'll stay here and try to do a little bit of damage with his short sword.
Okay.
All right. Well, he'll dual wield, try to hit. First 21 to hit. 8 piercing.
Okay.
Then offhand. And I believe that's normal to hit, right? But the damage is different, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Offhand, a 16 to hit.
You're blessed.
Oh, and I'm blessed. Thank you.
Bless you.
Hits.
All right, and that would be a 1d6. Here we go.
Okay.
6 points.
Got it.
You know what? I'm gonna just try it. I'm gonna try to move back. Opportunity attack.
Okay. 17.
17 hits.
Take 16 points of necrotic.
Oh, worth it, right? Ouch.
You cannot
Bone
heal until the start of his next turn.
All right.
Anything else?
That's it.
Kato.
I will, for my first attack, use my Squire Solamnia feat, Precise Strike, to get advantage on my
Okay.
first hit. And because I'm feeling it, I'm feeling confident, so confident, all great weapon hits. Use it or never have it happen again. First one at advantage. Bam! Yeah, I do.
Oh man,
Hits.
we always like to see the paladin.
I would like to throw in a smite, please,
Okay.
of the 2nd level variety.
Yep.
Is he an undead or a fiend?
Undead.
Pretty swell. Aw, 1 for
So
that.
23 points total.
That 23 points of slashing, not magical if that matters, and then 8d8 radiant.
Come on.
I'll just roll. So 38 points of radiance damage.
Okay.
And I did a precise strike too, so 2 more d6 of slashing. 8 more points.
Okay. He looks at all of you and says, it's not my fault. Lord Soth calls to me through the haunted flames of the cataclysm. Quinton.
Oh, it's still my turn.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
No.
I have 2 more attacks. Same thing, big swing.
Misses.
21 to hit. I'm
Misses.
blessed.
Misses.
Okay. And last attack.
Misses. It's the knight's turn. He's completely on you, Kato. And he yells out, he says, I can't stop myself. Oh, did I pass you? No, I did pass you. I apologize. Yep, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Okay. Knight Sarlamir, who now has disadvantage. 15.
Will miss.
26.
I think that will hit.
14 necrotic damage. Cannot heal until his next turn. And a 20 is, or 18, sorry, is the last one.
Will hit.
16 necrotic. Um, and you see him, he tries to pull away from you at this point. It would be down this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put him here for now. He tries to pull away, and you hear him say, under his breath, I must get to the city of lost souls. All right. Cass.
All right. Well, I think we got to do some damage here. Come up.
Huh.
Do another short sword attack. Well, even with blessing, that's not going to hit. Try to follow up with dagger.
That misses.
With bless, another 18.
Oh no, it hits.
Whew. All right, so we will do. Yeah, it'll be 3 damage plus 3 sneak attack.
Okay.
6. And then, yeah, gonna head on back.
Okay. Miranda.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do Toll the Dead edit now.
Okay.
Don't know why it didn't. There it goes. Is the target missing any of its hit points? Yes.
Yes. Correct.
Let's do a wisdom save.
What's going on here? Oops, nope, that's not what I want. Ignore that. Wait, what was his old one? Does anyone remember it? It was like 15. Sorry. Um, 6. He misses.
All right. So he'll do 16, or I'll do the 16 necrotic damage too.
Wait, that affects him.
Yay.
He's not looking great. Brallin.
Brallin will go ahead and do an attack with his longbow.
Okay.
No sharpshooter. Oh, he'll do the first one sharpshooter, and he'll use that advantage to see if it'll help.
Okay.
Try to hit him. Oh,
That does hit.
all right. So, so it'll be this plus 22.
22. Okay, hold on 1 second.
And
Give me one.
there will be
second.
an additional. Okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I have to do something real quick. I just don't remember where I saw it. Yeah. Okay. He collapses and dies, and you see the flesh pouring off of him, like um, an old husk just sort of being peeled off. And all is quiet at the catacombs. You see the flames that engulfed his sword, longsword, no longer are there. And then slowly it spreads out as sort of the light from the violet flame dies as it continues to move around the cavern.
Is there anything left in the crypt? In the sarcophagus?
So there is the distinctive head of a rusty spear, what appears to be the end of the remains of the Dragonlance.
Yeah, scoops it up and kind of just shows everyone. I think this may be what we were supposed to retrieve, but then why did Lord Soth leave it behind?
Maybe he wasn't after his weapon, but after any gestures towards a pile of armor that's in the corner. Perhaps him.
Right. So yeah, Quinton, you can see this is interesting where you are. So I'm going to bring you back to the castle, to the map of Kalman real quick, just so I can help you visualize this. So Castle Kalman in the middle of here is sitting on like a stone bluff, very tall up. And when you look out that window, you're about 80 feet up of that southern cliff. To get down, you would probably need to fly or something.
Brallin, are you afraid of heights? Just horses. Oh,
Do feather fall.
sorry, I was
and-
muted.
No, all right. What you say?
I was just asking Brallin if he was afraid of if it was just horses or if heights were a
Oh,
problem.
no, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything except for horses.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then this isn't that big of a deal, I guess.
What's the not very big deal then?
Oh, I think we're flying.
Oh.
Oh, you mean
Uh,
we're flying?
Like, well, we aren't, but the castle, everything, the castle sitting on might be kind of flying around.
So we have another castle in the sky situation, is what you're telling.
Maybe he found what he was looking for.
So do we stay with the castle or do we get off here?
You guys would have trouble. You can just go back up, but you would have trouble getting down from here unless you had specific climbing skill. Sorry.
I have feather fall, so I can.
Oh,
get
that's
to
sorry.
3
Yeah.
feet,
If
so I
you
can
said
do-
that, I was just reading ahead a little bit. So, yep, you can, if you want to jump down and leave, you
Or
can.
we can stay
Well,
here.
Do we see our quarry? Is it
You don't, it's clear from you that whoever your quarry was dug those tunnels like through the rock with sheer force, and it was very recent.
Can you ping again on the map where we're looking out of from that tunnel?
Roughly here, the south side of Castle Kalman.
We could just backtrack unless we think we are going to be able to catch them.
I'm afraid they might be long gone at this point.
Well, I mean, I think that if we stay here, we'll probably meet them again soon because I think we're being, flown somewhere.
So we are currently. I'm sorry, I might have missed that part. The castle is currently beginning to rise. Is that what's happening?
No, the castle was always above the rest of the city. It was on a hill.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
so they're not.
misunderstood.
Oh, I was like, huh?
I
Yeah.
thought that we were having like the reenactment of the city being in the sky, and that's
Yeah,
what
that's what I
No.
thought too.
This is not. This city was never in the sky.
Oh,
The city of lost names may or may not, lost souls may or may not be the city that was in the sky. So you've learned about two things. One was the king priest of Istar created a city that floated, and part of this history of this place involves a knight who was supposed to go there and stop that. So that's one. And then also he mentioned that he was being compelled to go to the city of lost souls. So, but I think, quite honestly, I think this is a good place to stop for tonight. Like, you guys stand on sort of the edge of this. Lord Soth nowhere to be found. A little unclear what he might have taken. And so, yeah, we're going to leave it there. Oh, I'm sorry. I do need to do one more thing. One more important thing, I think. Nope, never mind. I don't. That's it. So if we're good for that tonight, unless there's something specific, and we'll deal with treasure and things like that over the week, you'll have some time to rest. Basically, you are what is happening outside of the city. So and where we'll start next time is that Marshal Vendry has arrived back, and it will take control of the city here shortly with all of her troops. And so, yeah, you guys do, as a result of clearing that, you advance to level 6. So we'll do that as well. And for all our viewers at home, we just want to thank you. The story of Sarlamir is not quite done because it's so intricately tied up with what happened to Soth. And so and what exactly Soth was looking for. So we'll hear a little bit more in the future. But we want to thank you for joining us tonight. We're 20 slices every story. If you haven't gotten a chance to join our Discord channel, please do so. It's a great way to get involved in our community, which is very open and welcoming. And we are very excited when we get new people joining us. So please do that. And we will be back. We will be back next week with the continuation of this as we move into a brand new chapter of this book. And you don't have too many of them left. So we are going through this one fast. So thank you guys, and we will see you next week.